Joe Biden now facing apparently at least 7, as of when we're filming this, women who say that they have had uncomfortable interactions with him over the years. Now, none saying that they feel that their interaction was sexual, but uncomfortable and inappropriate. And there's the certain possibility that more will come out. We have details on those, but before that, Joe Biden has finally responded to these this variety of different women and saying the experiences they had. He's put out a video, and here it is.
Folks, in the coming month, I expect to be talking to you about a whole lot of issues, and I'll always be direct with you. But today, I want to talk about gestures of support and encouragement that I've made to women and some men that have made them uncomfortable. And I always try to be, in my career, I've always tried to make a human connection. That's my responsibility, I think. I shake hands, I hug people, I grab men and women by the shoulders and say, you can do this. And whether they're women, men, young, old, it's the way I've always been. It's the way I've tried to show I care about them and I'm listening. And over the years, knowing what I've been through, the things that I've faced, I've found that scores, if not hundreds of people have come up to me and reached out for solace and comfort, something, anything that may help them get through the tragedy they're going through. And so it's just who I am. And I've never thought of politics as cold and antiseptic. I've always thought it about connecting with people. As I said, shaking hands, hands on the shoulder, a hug, encouragement. And now it's all about taking selfies together. Social norms have begun to change. They've shifted. And the boundaries of protecting personal space have been reset. And I get it. I hear what they're saying. I understand it. And I'll be much more mindful. That's my responsibility.
Okay, so there's a little bit more to the video you can find on his Twitter account. We're gonna break down our response to it. What I will say is what you won't find even in the rest of the video is the words, I'm sorry, or I apologize. Maybe I'm focusing too much on individual word choice. Do you think it matters that this is a response and not an apology for any of that?
Okay, because I hate a fake apology. I hate an almost apology, but this felt like an apology to me.
It did feel like an apology, so you don't think it matters that
you don't say the words, I'm sorry.
Or I apologize. It was him attempting to explain what he felt he was doing while accepting that he needs to change.
I hear you, I understand I made you uncomfortable, I won't do it again.
So you think that's as good?
I guess so, but then now I hadn't even thought of that. I hadn't even noticed that because he did those 3 things, which is usually like what's missing from
even when someone does apologize.
Right, exactly. So I didn't even notice that and I think if this were the first time he has almost but not really apologized, like said those words, but now I'm reminded of Anita Hill, and we're still tiptoeing and doing weird things like around just saying I didn't do everything I could have to protect how you were treated during those hearings. So maybe you're right. Now I have my head just exploded. I need a moment.
I mean, the thing is, I think most people agree with him that he didn't think he was being sexual, but it isn't necessarily up to the individual. Anna Kassparian posted on Facebook, like, I would never imagine one of my male coworkers doing an Eskimo kiss to me.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
And if I were to Eskimo kiss Anna and then say that's not sexual. Okay, I can say that. That doesn't necessarily matter though. And so look, I think he's saying he's not going to do it anymore. And it's always going to be up to the women that have had these interactions. And they don't say that what he did was illegal or anything like that. But it is still odd to not get in the time that those were not appropriate things. You don't smell people's hair.
Right,
like you just don't do that.
I think that's an important thing. I don't know if I think it was sexual, or even if the women who have been victim to this perceived it as sexual, just from the descriptions.
They seem to be saying that they don't.
They all seem to be saying that they don't. So that's not a question for me. But what matters is that times haven't changed. How society talks about these kind of like uncomfortable moments has changed, but how they make the person feel has never changed. That's never been in question. The feelings have always been the same. And so I think that's important when we talk about, he's older, he's from a different time. He made people feel uncomfortable in the same way that they'd feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah,
we just
not
talked about it differently,
thing.
Right?
Yeah. So we'll see how people respond. Thank you very much for watching this clip from the Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.